An elephant-back safari in the early morning fog in India's Kaziranga National Park. It's not the smoothest of rides, but it has its advantages. The elephants can go where the roads don't, getting you very close to the wildlife. And being on an elephant is a lot safer than being on foot in the tall, thick grass when you're looking for rhinos and tigers. Just over 100 years ago, the park was established to save the Indian one-horned rhino. Today, some 2,000 of the rhinoceros unicornis, or about 3/4 of the world's population of these endangered creatures, live within the boundaries of Kaziranga. I knew I had to visit the park after last year's National Geographic magazine article, India's Grassland Kingdom. The photos showed it was home not only to rhinos, but also the equally endangered tiger. Kaziranga provides sanctuary for an estimated 100 tigers. On my foggy elephant-back safari, I saw a lot of swamp deer and rhino, but no tigers. I took another safari by vehicle, and then again by elephant-back in bright sunlight. Still, no tigers among the rhinos. Finally, after 3 trips into India's Ranthambore National Park, I spot my first tiger. He's come to cool off and drink at a small watering hole. The main reason it's so difficult to see tigers in the wild is there just aren't many of them left. In the current issue of National Geographic magazine, A Cry for the Tiger documents the crises facing these big cats. Steve Winter took the photos for the story, and this week on my radio show, National Geographic Weekend, we talk about tigers.
We got some incredible pictures, both me shooting them and setting up remote cameras.
And by shooting, location. Steve means taking pictures.
Right, taking pictures.
One of the photos in the magazine, double-page spread that people can see, you got 4 guys handcuffed, and handcuffs are tied to a rope because they were poachers. It's not just about the habitat being given away to people. There's still a big trade in tiger parts for Chinese medicine.
These people don't want to be in change right now, but they're trying to find a way to profit from an animal that we should give as human beings and as governments an economic value and also a moral value too. This is the largest cat in the world, one of the most beautiful creatures on our planet, but it's still being sought after for traditional Asian medicine. And this was a huge male tiger, and they went in and shot the tiger and had the skin on a motorbike wrapped in burlap.
There's also a photo of tigers performing, captive tigers that have been trained in this is taking place in Thailand.
Correct. I put my life in danger to try to get that picture.
How did you put your life in danger?
I actually asked the guy if I could actually be with the people that train these animals, and all they carry is a 3-foot bamboo stick. So they took me through the watering hole and stood there, and I had like 10 tigers come up to me. The guy said, "You're fresh meat. Hold the hand of the guy in front and the guy behind." And the tiger would come up and they'd hit it on the nose with this little bamboo stick because they've known these cats since they were cubs, but they don't know me. But I said the only picture to get is the look on the faces of the tourists that are coming to see this show.
So you had to go inside.
I had to go inside, and it was very scary. I could hardly breathe, but we got the picture that ended up in the magazine.
Unfortunately, for most of the tigers in the world, they end up either in captivity or dead. By some estimates, there are more tigers living in cages in the state of Texas than there are tigers roaming free in the wild. To hear more about the plight of tigers and the rest of my interview with Steve Winter, be sure and tune in this week to National Geographic Weekend.